Hey, what's up, good people? How you doing? Welcome back to Stock Up with Larry Jones. In the new office, well, we're putting it together maybe by the beginning of next month. Hey, if you're new to the page, hit that like, subscribe, and notification bell. Building out yet another studio for you guys. It'll all make sense. I'll explain the whole plan in the months to come. Listen, it has been a crazy day, especially in the options market. If you were trading the Qs today, please leave me a comment and you let me know what happened to you. I'm going to briefly show you what happened to us. But let's go to the matter at hand. Let's go right here to the screen. We could see that, we got breaking news right here. It always breaks while I'm filming. The exchange traded fund market has experienced a three-decade boom, guys, led by low-cost, tax-efficient core index fund investments. Ticker symbols like SOXL, then you have the reverse of that, so you can make money, leverage. Some are 2x, some are 3x, and so on, right? But many recent big winners have been single stock ETFs. This is true. You know, they used to say, man, just do an ETF if you don't want to trade, and you know it's slow. These ETFs have been killing it, and we've been making a lot of money with the ETFs. Single stock ETFs offering leverage on the latest chip companies to hit the market. South Korea's SK HYNIX. And here's another one, ETFs that are hitting, all right? ETFs expert warned CNBC that these types of trades are getting a little carried away. You think? Yes, they are. They are absolutely skyrocketing, getting carried away. You could see some of them. But if you invest in them on the lows and it's something that's coming up like AI, you can make a lot of money with these. Let's see what this is while we have it. Apple sues OpenAI, alleges trade secret theft. Wow. Says scheme was at every level. Scheme. Wow. Apple was calling OpenAI schemers. That's crazy. Says scheme was at every level. This should be interesting. All right, let's keep it going, guys. So the NASDAQ, as we could see, the NASDAQ again went down. We had all of this chop and then this crazy drop right here. There was a lot of liquidation going on right here. This was if you ask me, this was, I wouldn't call it a black swan event, but it just doesn't happen like this all of the time. And then it literally came back, gaining strength. We could see that the S&P 500 came green, the Dow Jones came green. But you know, I like to look out for the week and see how we performed. We were green for the week, 220%. We will take that. Let's look for the month. We still are green, up 1,100 points on the NASDAQ for the month. That's good if you ask me for the month. And you can see the S&P is up 4.4%. That's a good month, guys. You ask me, that's a great month. The question is will the rest of the summer continue to perform like this, right? I expect some chop between now and October. That's what I expect. And I expect some more buying opportunities, especially in the tech sector. I do. But I also expect that there will be some big hits to tech and quantum computing, which we haven't checked on in a little while. All right, let's keep it going. Let's talk about what's happening real briefly with the war. Here we have it. U.S.-Iran's latest. Trump reiterates that ceasefire is over, but says the U.S. to continue negotiations. We can see right here, President Trump reiterated his stance on Friday that the ceasefire with Iran was over after less than 3 weeks, but said that the U.S. would continue negotiating. The U.S. has remained engaged in conversations with Iran this week via mediators, despite a dramatic exchange of fire that derailed the truce agreement. So, guys, we know what was happening with that. The truth be told, all during the war, there has been bombs just going off, right? Just bombs, right? You pick a side, they were sending bombs. This one retaliating, that one retaliating, all while peace talks are going on. And the truth be told, these wars, every time they seem like they're over and there's an announcement that they're over, and yes, when I see an announcement, I'm going to announce it here, so get ready for the thumbnail. I'm just keeping it real. I'm only going off of what they're saying, right? But until a deal is signed and there is probably at least 3 months of a no firing and the Straits of Hormuz being open, I believe that that's when we will all start to believe it. Just signing the papers now won't even mean much, okay? So guys, this is what happened this morning. We were trading the 2-minute time frame, all right? We got the traffic traded there, and we were looking for retracement, okay? And what retracement means is we were looking for these candles to come back up here, right? And so I was trying to, we had a candle here and then a candle here. So what I call that, or we call that, retracement. So I was trying to teach this, when I teach, it's a master class, right? And we were saying, hey, if it comes back up here again, so we hit this one, boom. So bought here, it came down. Actually, the retracement was here, right where this was. Sorry, guys. All right, right where this line is. This is from this morning. So it hit here, and I said, hey, if you're going to do a put, let's wait until it hits here. So it hit here, then it hit here, and now my put was down. I was down by 7%. Then it wicked up here, and then I was like, okay, well, it's time to get out. And we're on a 2-minute time frame. So when I begin to get out, I go to my phone and it wicks down. And when it wicked down like that, you should have saw my face. I was like, my put option went up by 300%, no, 280%, something like that. But I was up like $3,200. And one of my followers made over $4,000. There was a lot of winners. Unfortunately, there was a lot of people just didn't participate, and there were some losers because we set a stop loss. We did the right thing by setting the stop loss. I was trying to get out. Sometimes when you're trying to do the right thing, it doesn't work out. And this was definitely a liquidity grab. If you know of some news that happened, because not only did it happen there, but it happened on the SPY and other ones, okay? We made some money off of Meta first, but it also happened on the SPY, and I believe it happened on Tesla, okay? And but you're talking about a major liquidity grab. Sometimes when you're trying to do the right thing, you have I would call this a baby black swan event. But either way, we made money. We still made money. So if you want to come and learn, come and earn, listen, take this weekend, go down, hit more on your device, go down to description and come in and join us in Money Moves, okay? You guys have a blessed and safe weekend. I wanted this one to be under 10 minutes, and I believe I'm going to accomplish that today, all right? So we will be building out this new studio, and we're just going to keep you guys posted. Come go on this journey with us. Live, love, laugh, and learn.